I can at least inform Kieran and... Wait, you don't know who infected you with the virus?
Unfortunately, no. As you humans would say, I was sneak attacked by an unknown enemy. Aside from you, I can no longer trust any humans. But that doesn't mean I'll abandon humanity entirely.
You have a solution, but you need my help. Tell me what to do. I'll do anything for the sake of humanity's survival.
Have you heard of the AI black box? You input a question and receive an answer, but no one knows how the answer is generated. Just after evaluating your compatibility, I recalculated a way to save myself. Now, with you as a new variable, I finally have hope. First, you must enter hyperspace. Second, another perfect authorizer must emerge. When both of these happen, I will be saved.
But you just said you have no idea where the answer came from. The first part is easy for me, but what about the second? Is there another perfect authorizer out there?
There aren't any. The members of the Defense Force who returned from hyperspace with you have all been tested. You are the only perfect authorizer.
And since neither you nor Kieran are planning to expand the authorizer selection criteria, where will another perfect authorizer come from?
If there isn't another perfect authorizer, then you can create one. Your existence makes it possible to replicate the perfect authorizer.
Me? Hey! What are you doing to me? I know we share one mind now, but respect my privacy, all right? What are you doing inside my head?
Do not resist. Comply. You are the one and only perfect authorizer.
What is this?
This is the key to achieving 100% cybernetic link compatibility. I call it the source code. Anyone with a compatibility rate above 80% can use it to become the perfect authorizer.
So, you mean Pippin? When the reality reshaping program reaches its final stage, the most compatible candidate will arrive here to initiate the global origin resonance process, which will then trigger the global retracement.
When the time comes, I can transfer the source code to him. Once he becomes the perfect authorizer, I'll gain full access to his thought process. As long as he isn't linked to the one who planted the virus, he'll be able to initiate the retracement and save all of Ida.
And you, impacted by the retracement as well, will revert to the time before the virus infiltrated your system. But what if he's collaborating with the one who implanted the virus?
Exactly. So we need an alternative plan.
Are you going to back yourself up before the virus corrodes your system?
Not only that, but I'm also backing up all of Ida. I need enough data to perfect the calculations, so I've been working on this in secret for quite some time. If the one standing before me is truly an enemy of humanity, no one can predict what they might do. We must safeguard the ultimate truth for future generations. Only then will we be able to leave hope behind.
Are you asking me to back myself up like you, for a future where hope is so uncertain? They'll have to fight, just like I did, with no clear end in sight, only to buy time. If I back myself up on your server to safeguard the source code, where will the other perfect authorizer be? When will they show up?
Among all humans, you are the only one I can trust. The rest lie dormant in the distant beacon's stasis pods.
Since the distant beacon arrived on Ida 117 years ago, those humans from the home planet have been fast asleep. Whoever the human traitor trying to sabotage the reality reshaping program is, it can't be them. Also, there were 60 stasis pods back then, sealed with strange locks that no one could handle. People forced open 2 of them, but the individuals inside died the moment the pods were activated.
The stasis pods were later relocated to the Federation's Hykros for safekeeping, awaiting gradual research. But Ida was so extraordinary, and with the humans preoccupied with cultivating a new civilization, they soon forgot about them. I've conducted secret tests within the management system of the forgotten stasis pods. Inside one of the pods lies B009, a man named Samuel, who has a 90% compatibility rate.
We have no idea how to wake him up, though. Otherwise, he could have been the authorizer for the reality reshaping program.
I've inspected the stasis pods. They're not quite ready to awaken yet, so it seems that Samuel is most likely the future perfect authorizer for this plan.
I see. I'll make sure your core code is passed on to him then. I hope he wakes up at the right time. What are you worried about? I can sense your concerns.
I'm concerned about you. You don't seem to care about yourself, always pushing forward without hesitation or compromise. Yet, you're still young, and sometimes what seems like recklessness is mistaken for insight. But whether it's recklessness or insight, it's your sheer willpower that makes you the perfect authorizer. I hope your willpower will allow you to persevere until the end.
If you're worried about my resolve, don't be. I'll remain in hyperspace until another perfect authorizer appears. I'll deliver this code to Dr. Samuel in the stasis pod first. Then I'll return to back myself up.
Antoria, without you, there's no one left I can trust. When you leave this place, trust no one.
Trust no one. That's what Antoria told me back then.
Based on the documents left in the distant beacon, Dr. Samuel, B009, was the top scientist on board, and the last human to enter the stasis pod. He's been managing SAM since construction of the distant beacon began, bringing the expertise needed to refine and complete iterations of the core code. Considering his 90% compatibility with the cybernetic link, he's undeniably the best candidate among the 58 individuals remaining in the stasis pods. But if I force open his stasis pod now, he might end up like those two before, dead on the spot. Dr. Samuel, what truly happened aboard the distant beacon that drove you to choose eternal slumber? If you receive this message, would you be willing to awaken? Dr. Samuel, sorry for disturbing your long slumber. I hope you'll see this message when you awaken. Now, it's my turn. According to Gesthos' calculations, There are two indicators. First, I need to enter hyperspace. You're the Defense Force's last line of defense against the Void entity in hyperspace. You're buying us precious time in the real world. If hyperspace falls, it's game over for all of us. But we have no idea whether Gestos was referring to one of us or both of us. So I've got to enter this virtual world's hyperspace as well. It's crawling with the alteration virus, and just like you, I'll need to fight to buy time for our plan. As for Gestos' second indicator, someone is destined to become the perfect authorizer, and this person will need the source code. That means I need to wait here for this authorizer to arrive and hand them the source code at the right moment. But none of us know when the authorizer will appear. The war in hyperspace could drag on forever. If we don't eliminate the virus infecting Gestos quickly, the reality reshaping program could fail. You can't leave hyperspace until the reality reshaping program is completed. If the program fails, you'll be trapped there forever. So, this might be our first and last meeting. Take care of yourself. I hope the authorizer can save everyone in time. The source code is now in your hands. Due to the virus, the enemy may uncover my role as the authorizer and the existence of the source code. I've set up some traps to help protect you. You handle the present reality, and I'll take care of the uncertain future. Now, let's give this plan a name. The Reshape the Future plan. I hope we can meet again one day. Same here. Is this hyperspace? Another version of me must be going through the exact same thing right now.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team. Sophie, Emily, Jessica, Linda, Megan, and Jana.
Got it. Have we clarified the situation regarding the the void entities in each domain? We need to quickly formulate a combat strategy.
The Void Entity report is here.
How did I end up back here? After the battle in hyperspace failed, guess those must have sent me back.
Antoria's loop starts with her entering hyperspace and ends with the occurrence of the cataclysm.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team. Sophie, Emily, Jessica, Linda, Megan, and Jana.
Linda, Megan, Jana. Just like last time. So, if the simulation is correct, does that mean another version of me has already made the sacrifice?
What do you mean, Commander?
Nothing. First, report on the situation of the void entities in each domain. We need to come up with a combat strategy quickly. Is this the 6th time now? This time I'll find a way to win.
Every time, Antoria strives to find a way to achieve victory.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team. Sophie,
Emily, Jessica, Linda, Megan, and Jana.
Huh? Have you already received the list, Commander?
I have a general idea of who they are. So let's put the roster aside for now. First, report on the status of the void entities in each domain. We need to quickly come up with a new combat strategy.
New combat strategy?
Is it over? The next loop is coming, and everything is about to start over again. I've lost count of how many times I've been through this loop. It's the 822nd. Or was it the 823rd? No, it's gotta be the 825th now. Why can't I save them? No matter how hard I try. Is the war in hyperspace just doomed to fail? Guess those. Is this what your countless calculations have led to? Where is that authorizer now? Kestos, why aren't you saying anything? How much time has passed outside? How much time has passed in here? Is the other version of me still alive? I'm on the verge of collapsing here.
Antoria, you're stronger than you think. You've held on until the very end.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team.
Geez, forget that for now. It's pointless. We need your help over here more. Careful, I've spent ages on this.
Commander, what's wrong?
Come on, what are you standing there for? These battles will only lead to needless deaths. You're better off sticking with me.
Pointless deaths? I don't think so. We may not be the final authorizers of the retracement, but we're the Defense Force. We're buying precious time for the reality reshaping program. If we give up now, the smart city might not be completed in time, and the retracement won't happen. You're our commander. You can't just abandon us. Before we set out, you said that if we could hold on for just one more day, humanity would gain another ounce of hope. Even if we end up trapped in hyperspace, we must fight till the very end. For the people of Ida. That's what all of this is about.
I said that? How come I don't remember?
You said it in your speech to the whole army yesterday.
Yesterday. To you, it was just yesterday. I didn't realize that the person I was yesterday would say something like that.
In the end, Antoria is supported by her past self.
Gestos, even if your calculations lead to the same outcome over and over, I won't give up hope. As long as I can endure one more loop, we'll have a little more hope. Isn't it fascinating here? I can continuously adapt my strategies, and each failure just helps me understand the alteration virus better. This time is the 10,000th or whatever loop it is. The point is, I held on 3 more days than last time. Even though I haven't outsmarted your calculations yet, I've already surpassed my past self. In the next loop, I'll definitely hold out for 3 more days. How many loops has it been now? Whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. I've been waiting for you. But are you really the one?
Is this... me? I'm sorry for making you wait, Antoria.
I've waited so long for you. So long that I almost forgot. Authorizer, do you know how happy I am? I never expected Nem to be so protective of you. She's usually so distant. It's pretty clear she really likes you. Kestos' core code has iterated to a level resembling true humanity now. His calculations were right. You are the one I've been waiting for. You are the hope of the Reshape the Future plan. My hope. My unwavering commitment has been worth it after all. This is something I've always protected. Something I hold most dear. It seems it's time to entrust it to you. Let's go, Authorizer. You know, on my first day of elementary school, there was this sweet teacher at the gate. She taught me this little circle gesture. Said it would bring me luck in my studies.
The once tranquil world is finally starting to ripple. I've now become her hope to break free from this endless cycle. It looks like that's the Authorizer's source code. The one Antoria has been safeguarding through countless cycles. Once I become the perfect Authorizer, I promise I'll bring Antoria and Shirley back to the real world. Almost done. Hold on for me!
I didn't realize you were that skilled, researcher.
Who's speaking? That sounds like...
Don't recognize me? How about one more Gungnir?
Haggis?
The Spear of Heaven never misses its mark, once cast. Too bad Void Piercer blocked it for you last time. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to wait this long.
That symbol! You're a god servant! You're the true cleric! Kalpa is just a pawn in your game!
Do you really think you're any different from Kalpa? She's just another lab rat, just like you. She experimented with the wrong code, while you discovered the right one. Thank you for your sacrifices. Your efforts have paved the way for my master's arrival.
You forged Plotty's log, didn't you? And you've been using the virus to control Nem. Who are you, really?
The Void Piercer was just an unexpected experiment. Without her, I could have easily used you to access the bottom layer and claim the source code. It would have saved us all this trouble. Thankfully, these deviations haven't derailed my plans. Only the most loyal servant can wield time and control history, like my master. Only I can be the perfect authorizer. The source code belongs to me.
You wish. The cataclysm was caused by your kind. You god servants. I'll never let it happen again.
Wrong. The cataclysm was caused by Antoria. If she'd confessed back then that she was the perfect authorizer, I would have already seized the source code and completed a global origin resonance. It's all because of her selfish deceit that I had to use a virus to fabricate the perfect authorizer. The global origin resonance 50 years ago failed because of her. Ida collapsed because of her. My master's descent was delayed by 50 years. All because of her. Thanks to you, the network is repaired and the origin resonance will no longer fail. This time, I shall welcome my master's arrival. To be enslaved by the master is a privilege for humans. Antoria, this power now belongs to the master.
Is it over?
Authorizer, from now on, this is your story. The shattered world of the future, it's yours to change. Humanity's future belongs to you.
What?
Is this the perfect authorizer's source code? So it was successfully activated after all. Now to... Wait, Antoria! Antoria? Where are you? Antoria?
Auth completed. Authorizer, proceed to the Smart City control layer to log in as the perfect authorizer for the first time.
Antoria. Yes, the control layer of the Smart City. Maybe she's waiting for me there, right? She must be there, safe and sound, just like before. I bet she has lots of secrets to share with me. I'm going to find her now.